Hello everyone, I wanted to record a video about why I ended up with a month of simple construction. Whose fault was it? What do you generally have to deal with when building a house on your own? And what kind of irresponsibility do you encounter from some companies and some people? But before that, I had to take care of a number of urgent matters, including changing the car's summer tires to winter ones. Yesterday I made an appointment at the tire shop to change my summer tires to winter ones. I kept my tires in the old house. Yesterday I came here during the day to get them, but my tires were gone. They stole my tires and broke into my house. It turns out they removed the window, took the glass out of the frame, and carefully placed it right here by the porch. They climbed in through the window without making any noise or mess. I moved it here myself. The thieves were so careful that they even kept the glazing beads intact. They put the frames in a bucket and well, they took things out according to some principle. I don't know which one. Because the handsaw was left here, the axe was left, the shovels. There was a pile of tools on the table here. You couldn't see anything out the window because there were these things sitting there. You really had to look closely to see anything. There was a whole table of tools here, everything was stolen. There were some car wheels here, only the hubcaps are left from the wheels, and there were also some bags here. I had just bought new tires to put on a new rim, and they stole those tires too. And there was also a pile of tools lying here, and nothing is left of that pile of tools. They threw things around here, didn't mess up the wires anywhere, so thanks for that. Clearly it wasn't done on a tip, just some idiots. Because if they knew what was here, like these boxes lying here, the tools themselves were hidden in a little box. They were hidden in this little box, and it was just placed against the wall with the lid facing out. Strangely, in this little box they searched the desk and over there, but never checked here. They stole the foam from the box. Basically, they were some random amateurs because if they had an inside tip, they would have known there was a bunch of other stuff here, but they didn't take it. Well, maybe someone scared them off, it's not clear, because I have 3 people here and there are people living around me along the front path. That's how it is. It's always interesting to try to understand people's logic, and honestly, they're kind of strange. Most likely it wasn't just one person, because 8 wheels had to be carried out, there must have been a car, and someone had to be on the lookout to carry 8 wheels through a small window. And there was a table with a lot of tools on it, and they did this with the table because the mallet was left here. There were 2 insulation knives left, and there was a pack of blades like this. The pack costs 1,000 rubles. They left the knives but took the pack of blades. There was a set of drill bits. They took the step drill bit, and the step drill bit is also an expensive thing. For some reason they left the gas stove here. I had a portable camping one. There was another suitcase on it with a welding machine for polypropylene pipes, so they took that suitcase, and the stove was also in a suitcase right under it, but they didn't take the stove. At the same time, they took an indicator screwdriver. They even stole a hammer. As soon as I noticed the hammer was missing, I called 112. I called the police. A whole car came. There was a forensic expert. They took some fingerprints, found some kind of shoe print, and found some shell casings somewhere. The damage, according to the police, amounted to about 40,000 rubles. And I'm really curious, who are these people? For me, that's 40,000 rubles, but they won't profit from it because they took junk, a pile of it. Pliers, round-nose pliers, chisels, files, you can't sell those. The only things you can sell are the 2 sets of wheels I had. Only those can be sold. You could get about 20,000 rubles for them. And a person commits a burglary with breaking and causes damage worth 40,000 rubles. You can go to prison for that, starting from 2 years. So why the hell are you taking such a risk for something like that? Because I had the idea to install a camera and I have the financial means to do it. I had the idea, but somehow I just didn't get around to it. Anyway, there's a great solution for situations like this. It's called a hunting camera trap. It has a motion sensor and it only starts recording when there's some movement. It records in the infrared spectrum. That's why everything will be clearly visible even at night. You'll get a great picture, and it also records sound. It runs on a battery. There's a large battery inside, but it can also be recharged by a solar panel, so it can run on the battery alone for a month and can also recharge from the sun. So basically, under certain conditions, it's almost eternal. You can install it somewhere, you can set it up so that it's not visible. And considering that it doesn't record constantly, but only when there's movement, it uses energy very efficiently. Plus, with some models of these camera traps, yes, you can set up the camera, but someone could come and steal both the camera itself and the memory card where the recording is stored. For such cases, there's a feature where you insert a SIM card with prepaid internet into the camera trap, and as soon as it starts recording video, the video file is immediately sent to your email. So basically, someone might steal the camera trap, but you'll still get the recording with a full image of their face. And damn, these things have been around for a long time. And for example, I didn't have one set up, right? Some people did, and now I'm definitely going to have one at my place. Outdoor video surveillance is now added to my house construction expenses, and I will have outdoor video surveillance. Based on what's happening here, our life is full of irony. Let me tell you why I bought used winter tires on Avito. There was a really good price offer. The tires were almost new, used for just 1.5 seasons. I thought, that's strange. Why 1.5 seasons? Why not two? I arrived and met with the person. He tells me that one fine winter day he comes out of his apartment and sees that his car is standing on bricks. This happened in a neighboring city. Our city is Volkov. I thought, damn, that's crazy. There's lawlessness going on in Volkov. People are stealing wheels off cars. Man, it's good that I live in a city where nothing like that happens. So, the funny thing is, they actually found them. He filed a report with the police. They found out who tried to sell them, found the wheels, and returned them to him. But he had already bought other winter tires, so now these are unnecessary. He put them up for sale on Avito at a good price. I bought them, and then they were stolen from me. So it turns out that because of some bad people, I missed my deadlines. Everything related to construction. I need to buy new winter tires for the car, half of the new tools, so the construction is stopping until next spring. That's how it is. Take care of yourselves and your property. All the best to everyone. See you next time.